Hello, Hawks, and welcome to another episode of Gila Ridge High School News. I'm Devin Salazar.
And I'm Grace McNamara. Now, let's get right into the news.
Hope you all enjoyed your 3-day weekend, Hawks, and also let us take a minute to thank all those powerful pregnant women out there who go into labor each year and give us a free Monday off of work.
That's the wrong type of labor. But speaking of powerful women, the Gila Ridge girls golf team has 2 games this week, with a home game on September 7th at 3 p.m. and an away game on the 8th at 3 p.m. against Cibola. Good luck, Hawks, and go kick some Cibola butts.
And speaking of butts, let's take a look at some of our special video segments from our team this week.
What?
Okay, what class do you teach?
I teach 2 different classes here at Gila Ridge High School. I teach AP Literature and Composition, and then I teach grade 11 English.
What periods do you have?
I teach periods 2 through 6. So AP is my first class of the day, period 2, and then 3 through 6 are grade 11 English classes.
Very nice. How do you like your students so far?
Oh, I love it. I love it. The students here at Gila Ridge High School, I think, do a wonderful job of coming prepared, coming with some great energy, and we're off to a wonderful start in both the AP classes and grade 11 classes this year.
On that note, do you happen to have a favorite student?
Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet.
I try not to have favorite students, right? But I do prefer students that come to school energized, really participate in everything that we do, and are conscientious about getting everything done and being an active part of the class team that we try to form, the community that we have in each hour.
So you might not have a favorite student, but do you happen to have a favorite period?
A favorite period? Each period has a different character to them, and they change throughout the year. So, yeah, I think a few periods have gotten off to a much better start of really coming together. So I'd say, 5th to 6th hour have done a nice job of really kind of coming together as a group. But and those are no surprise, probably the smaller numbers. So they're less. They're about 30 rather than my first 3 periods, which are up over 40s. So it's a little bit more difficult for them to come together just because there's so many of them. But I would anticipate in the next few months we'll have similar feeling in those hours as well.
Hey guys! So today we'll be reviewing JoJo Bizarre Adventure,
Phantom Blood arc.
Yeah.
So without further ado,
let's get to it.
So the Phantom Blood arc begins with Jonathan Joestar's parents, George Joestar and Mary Joestar, getting into a carriage accident. This is the ultimate cause of Mary Joestar's death. Before the carriage accident, Mary Joestar had bought a mask. Dario Brando, Dio's dad, he comes around and he finds a mask and he attempts to steal it, but George Joestar mistakes this as Dario trying to save his life. And ultimately, Dario does save his life, and so later on there's a time skip to when Dario is passing away.
And that's when they take Dio in, and he ends up kicking JoJo's dog, and he ends up trying to ruin his life, and then he tries to take JoJo's crush away, Irina, and then Dad thinks that he's a good guy, when the fact is that he's not. There's like a time skip where JoJo and Dio go into university, and then that's when they play like soccer or something like that, and that's when he finds out that Dio's trying to poison him.
So that's when Jonathan confronts Dio about Dio poisoning his dad, and so Jonathan leaves his dad in the care of trust physicians, and he leaves off to go research the truth behind the poison. And during this time he meets Speedwagon, and he soon accompanies him to co-defeat Dio. Meanwhile, Dio's he's learning about the mask.
Abusing on someone random, and they end up turning into a vampire. And then after Jonathan and Speedwagon find out about the poison, to confront the police, it ends up being too late because Dio ends up using the mask on himself when he turns into a vampire. That's when JoJo's dad ends up dying, and Speedwagon end up escaping, and then that's when Dio and JoJo end up fighting, and then the house or that place gets on fire. That's when Irina and JoJo end up reuniting again, and then that's when they meet the magician guy, Zeppeli.
Zeppeli tells JoJo that Dio's still alive. He helps teach him Hamon, which is a breathing technique using sunlight. And Zeppeli, Speedwagon, JoJo, they set off to find Dio, but eventually when they do find him, I guess like Dio's in this like weird castle. He's like a vampire king now type of vibe. I guess he has these two zombified knights and he sends them off to try to like defeat them, but they manage to escape. But later on, Dio has a zombified knight and he tries to get him to strangle Jojo, but Zeppeli sacrifices himself. He gives Jojo his last hamon to defeat Dio, and he does defeat Dio. Like, dude literally disintegrates. And finding out after Jojo and Irina, they get married, they go onto a steamboat, but Dio's still alive because Jojo finds his head in a jar. When he finds his head, and Dio tries to take over Jojo's body, but then the steamboat's raided by zombies and everybody's trying to escape. So he tells Irina to go and like escape. She does, and Jojo sacrifices himself and he ends up dying.
I thought it was good. It had a lot of action in it.
Yeah, really cool fight scenes and the poses, the iconic poses, the
Yeah.
dramatic effects.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
The characters, yeah.
Really cool, and obviously the over-the-top voice acting.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, and Dio being the freaking menace that he is, he's literally a
He's the
crazy-
definition of evil.
Yeah. Overall, I think it was a great way to start off the series. Definitely would watch it again.
What a great segment! Sorry, Hawks, but that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Grace McNamara.
And I'm Devin Salazar. And remember, it's always a great day to be a Hawk.